My name is Kilemi. I'm the in charge of the State Department of Cooperatives. I want to welcome you today to the 2025 International Day of Coffee. Today we are celebrating this important product of this country, coffee, with renewed hope. We know the government of Kenya identifies coffee as one of the most important commodities that is able to sustain our country. And today we gather here to celebrate, not only to celebrate, but also to look back at where coffee has come from, where we are today, and where we want to go. A number of households in this country, in fact, that 3 counties in this country have been identified as coffee growing counties, and out of these, millions of households depend on coffee for their day-to-day livelihoods. The government of Kenya, and also this fifth administration led by William Samoei, has refocused our energies on the coffee value chain. Because many people have attempted in the past, there have been attempts to revive the coffee value. We know that in the 90s, 80s and the 70s, our production had spiked up to 150,000 metric tons per year. Our production went down to a low of 30 after we had challenges with how value was being transmitted from the market to the farmers. The president clearly stated that they wanted us to focus on this value chain, and we started with a coffee conference in Nairobi when he came into power, and with the areas we wanted to focus on. And we have walked this journey, and as we speak today, our production is going up. We are looking at maybe closing this year at numbers of around 60 to 70 metric tons. The target is to get to 150,000 metric tons in the next 3 years. We have put in initiatives to ensure that we get there. One of them is that we have had 55 session meetings across the country with our honorable minister, looking at this of which we have identified, we have expanded the growth territories of coffee. We have seen new areas, new frontiers. It's not in Western Kenya, where people are planting initiatives. The government is providing seedlings to new areas. We are very grateful that in the last financial year we were given several millions to start the seedling initiative at KPCU. We are also getting a lot of support from the World Bank, CDP, the project at the State Department of Agriculture. But importantly, is the reform journey is the route to the market. We have streamlined how value again is transmitted. We have reformed the Nairobi Coffee Exchange, where farmers are able to get value through what we are calling the direct settlement system. This connects the buyers with the producers. We know there is transparency in the way the coffee is being sold at the Nairobi Coffee Exchange. And importantly is that we are looking at how much money goes to each and every player in the system. We are implementing the coffee regulations 2019 to ensure that farmers get at least 80% of the value of their coffee from the Nairobi Coffee Exchange, and to ensure that cooperatives and all other players get their fair share, but the farmer is guaranteed at least 80%. We have also through the Sheriff again, we are making sure that farmers are getting advice. Somebody is at the financial bureau, and I can report today that in the last 3 years, Sheriff has grown. I think now we have crossed the 7 billion line, and all the 3 counties we are seeing farmers take advantage of the Sheriff. Importantly, we are working with partnerships with our universities, with our research institutions, CRI, to ensure that there is provision of seedlings with the new frontiers, new farmers who are coming into the coffee value chain. The potential of the coffee value chain to transform this country is pretty very obvious. because if you look at this country, we have around 200,000 acres. Hectares under coffee. Out of these bushes, our productivity per bush is actually below 2 kgs per bush. But what you have seen from CRI, from good farmers who are practicing good agronomy practices, you are able to get up to 50 kgs per bush. So we are focusing on productivities of the bushes which is already there, and we are calling that vertical growth. We are also focusing on horizontal growth by increasing the acreage under coffee. If we double the number of bushes we have to say, we double the number to say 400 million bushes. If we multiply our, we increase our productivity from 2 to 20 to mean we have grown our sector tenfold. And if we attain that, we will not only have surpassed the presidential directive 150 metric tons, we will be operating way above our competitors. Uganda, who are doing around 50,000 metric tons per year, will be actually closing. It will be the second biggest producer of coffee in Africa, only after Ethiopia. And with the focus we have, I think we can easily be the number one producer in Africa. The economics of coffee production are very clear, very good. The break-even is within 3 years. Again, we are looking at even per acreage. With an estimated cost of production of about 20% per acre, even at 100 shillings per kg, we're easily able to get to 800,000, 1 million shillings per acre per year. In some areas in Mount Kenya, we're even able to do 2 harvests per year, and so we know that we can easily surpass target, our 3-year target of 150 million tons. The Pesa Mfukoni initiative, Kuweka Pesa Mfuko, as we said in our bottom-up economic agenda, this is a clear valuation which shows that if we focus on what people do, we can be able to put money in our pockets. We are very grateful for the President for the support he has given us. Today, as we stand here, the cooperative bill and the coffee bill 2020, all of them have been passed by Parliament and Senate. We have some few areas we need to iron out between the Senate and the the Parliament, National Assembly. These 2 bills have been referred to the leadership in the houses for mediation. I know we are getting a lot of support from my brother here, who is an advisor in the office of the President, so that we do this mediation, so that we have a new legal framework under which we are advancing the coffee initiatives, the coffee bill and the cooperative bill 2024. Thank you. Advantages we are getting from DSS is it is making the coffee value chain really bankable. It's a bankable investment. Because if you look, we know that the payments are guaranteed, and we are able to collateralize that payment, because KBCU is the one which is processing almost 80% of our coffee now. So the advantages from DSS are very clear. And again, what I'll tell our cooperatives is that we know the owners of coffee and farmers who sweat every day to produce this coffee cannot be participants in the returns of the coffee. I think my message to them is very clear, is that we cannot ignore the millions of farmers who toil every day in their farms, and then cooperatives come and say they want to manage their money. As per the law, in fact, the cooperatives are assigned around pulping and milling is around 13% of the returns. All we are doing is implementing the law, and we have seen a lot of advancement in pulping technologies, the eco-pulpers, the climate-friendly pulping systems. I think my message to the cooperatives is you just align with the new realities. The new reality is that the coffee farmer has a right, and the coffee farmer has his day to be a participant in this value chain as CAP. We must ensure that he gets his rightful value for his efforts. And because this is what killed our cooperatives, what killed our farming was bad governance in the way coffee cooperatives are running their affairs. I think all we are doing by all these reforms is to find that space to ensure that the farmers are safe. Farmers are still in the game from pumping all the way to market.
So how is this over the operation cost?
The law has set 13% the value will be given to the
That's about the law for farmers taking out
the DSS as a mondial, I think that's very important. DSS as a system, as mondials, it has mondials to factor in loans. When farmers take loans from the cooperative, the DSS is able to assign some value, because that is farmers' money, so it will be part of the 80% the farmer is getting. If a farmer has committed their side rate papers, then DSS is able to recover that. Same as Sheriff Fund, the way the same DSS is able to recover for KPCU. And in fact, the success we have with we are having now with the Sheriff Fund, because of the linkage we have between Sheriff Fund and DSS. When the money comes in, Sheriff Fund as the first call of the money they have given the farmers, and the Sheriff Fund is an advance to its loan. So if you are able to do for DSS, you are able to do with other financial institutions.
So how's the absorption of the Sheriff Fund so far? And maybe how far are we with the loan?
Sheriff Fund is one of the most successful funds here. I think the numbers I'll ask the MD to comment, but I think we are almost 7 billion. 9.7 billion, which has been given to farmers, and our recovery I think is almost 30%, because we get the money again as it's come through the DSS, which is being managed already, which is the back of the system. But one of the biggest new markets we have is the domestic market. The coffee consumption in this country is at below 5%. It's not sustainable. We cannot be saying we are producing the best coffee in the world, then we are not taking it. In Ethiopia, for example, they are producing 750,000 metric tons per year, of which they are consuming 50%. We want 55% of their coffee they are consuming locally. So they have created their own demand. So we really we are working with our universities, our people in the coffee sector to ensure that we have our young people. We want to tell our young people and agencies that taking coffee is cool. We want more people taking coffee. We want more people on Friday evenings, Monday evenings. When you break from your office, you retire to a coffee shop to enjoy a nice Kenyan coffee. The second frontier, of course, is the Asian market. We have seen a lot of inquiries from the Chinese, the Koreans. Again, the young people are making towards coffee, even in India. So these are the new markets we are working on. And KPCU, as a government, the other agencies in Europa, they are participating in all international expos, marketing our coffee. We are also working with our embassies. We are having coffee coverage sessions. We have one success.